What's going on YouTube? EarthP0w3R here with
Swan.
Spencer.
What's up?
He's back. And we had a top 4 match at Locals today. So
Yeah.
had 8 people show up. I wound up running this Forcive Aggro deck, which you will be seeing shortly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the, I guess that would be the, it doesn't distort it, so it's your right.
Yeah.
And Spencer on your left.
Yeah.
Tell him what you're running.
We were just speaking about it. I was running the 8-bird version of a dragon mid-range, basically. That's what it is.
It's a lot of adjectives to define a
We're
deck.
calling it 8 birds.
8 birds.
Yeah.
8 birds.
Yeah.
Shout out
Because
to
we get
Ultra,
to
right?
sing.
Yes, 'cause that's
the
song,
reason.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know rap.
I really don't like those sleeves on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
In fairness, shout outs to Ultra Pro.
Shout outs to
For
Ultra
the
Pro
hot
for hooking us up with
sponsorship.
stuff.
Oh, nice. I didn't even see the Gorby put the deck box.
Remember when
in
you
the
roll a
box.
2 and then a 3 and then you said I should go first?
Yeah, I do. And there's the thing.
And
All
you
right.
really argued with me?
Yeah, well, I was confused. I thought he rolled the 3 and then
So we can't count games.
it just kind of worked
We
out.
can't add dice.
We can't remember what we were. See, you put it back on the table. You're like, no, you just did this. I also like how stylish your mat is. Like, it's not even like on your mat completely. It was bothering me the whole game, but I just didn't say anything.
Well, you should have.
I
would
should
have fixed it.
The hot team card.
That's
Shout outs
fine.
to Drizzer for sending that back. All
Yeah.
6 signatures for Team Peach are on
It's
the card now.
awesome. Piercing goes down to mana. I put a Terrapit down even though you can't see it.
Yeah, we start messing with the camera because we realize that we can't see it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he fixed it a little.
Sort of.
Not really. Christian gets in there trying to help. Oh, we're good at this.
Cryon goes down because all of the multi-civs were had that game.
Yeah, I got... My hands are weird in these games against you. Like, the deck had been performing super well. Like, I was hitting progressions super well until I had to play you here in top 4. And my progressions were just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did like that I got all 4 civs down in the first 2 turns, though. It's kind of cool.
Oh, it was great.
Fire Nature, Water
Yeah.
Light. You're over there with Terrapit, Spellbane. Spellbane is going to show that it's not going to do too much against an aggro build.
Yeah.
But,
It's big, but that's about all it does.
yeah, it gets bounced super easy. It's just not the best against aggro aggro decks.
Yeah.
More
Finbar
suited.
destroys it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
As we will see later.
Yeah, as we watch a fun little mashup. It does get awkward for me. Like I said, I was in a weird place for like those 2 or 3 turns trying to do
And I just summoned the
situation.
Gloom Hollow because I didn't know your full list.
Right.
And I was like, Swordhorn's probably coming down.
Throw blockers down it. I mean, it was a safe bet. I mean, I've been using Swordhorn all day, and I do run 3.
Mm-hmm.
So Gloom Hollow.
I hadn't even
put
seen
it
you play a
away.
game. And like this was
Yeah.
a brand new list, so I was like,
Yeah, that's fair.
he's probably running something aggressive.
That's right, because you did get there late.
Sorry about it.
Showing up at 1:05.
Yeah, you know.
Signing up.
I did warn Christian.
You did.
I don't know if he told you.
No, he did. And there I go bottling just because why not?
Because, yeah,
And this
apparently that's an okay play.
is yeah. I mean, there's nothing.
Why didn't you just put it down?
Because my next turn I had I believe I had Lyra. No, I had Finbar and Swordhorn in my hand.
There's
So-
another Swordhorn.
Yeah. So I was like, this could work out beautifully. I could bottle now
into anything.
into anything. If it's a creature, awesome. Like 90% of my deck's creatures. So if I hit a creature, I'm good. The only card I didn't want to hit was Storm Spark, and I think I'd already seen both in mana at this point. No, I hadn't seen any, but that could have been bad.
Yeah. Then I dropped the Herald.
But then I was thinking I could just Finbar next turn, and you've only got Gloom, and I'm not worried about it because it can't revenge anything. But then I draw into my my 3rd Swordhorn. So I have 2 Swordhorns and there it goes. 2 Swordhorns and a Finbar in hand, and I was like, crap.
Dropping Swordhorns, yeah.
He's gonna Lyra me next turn. I'm gonna lose. Like I
Yep.
needed to have that Finbar, gain some momentum, and just start putting the work in on your shields.
Yeah, that's it.
And it doesn't occur, and this is where things go downhill for
There's
me.
an Infernus.
Quickly.
And now you can't summon anything.
Yeah, now I've got these 2 dead Finbars in my hand. I top Lyra, which is nice, but not going to do anything except hold that down, and I'm just going to kind of sit there. And I made a misplay there. I should have killed your Herald, but I mean, regardless, I was just not in a good way, no matter what. It was very disappointing. And I believe you just proceed to drop Nyx after dragon and shove it in.
That's kind of it.
Yeah. I try to stabilize, but it's not going to come around, guys.
Yeah, that Herald play was it.
Yeah. Shutting it down. But that's what your deck's meant to do. And look, you're only at 6 mana too, which is nuts.
Yeah.
And that field is.
And that's my field. And I drop Herald, and then I'm like, I'm swinging in now.
Yeah, just go for game. Screw it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I showed Christian my
the
fin
fin
bars.
bars.
He was just like, "Why didn't you do anything?" What do you mean? And now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna root trap that.
I didn't understand that play.
It was definitely like, because I don't have a play next turn if I don't get rid of it. So banking on the Storm Spark or the piercing was like my only play. But even then, you had 3 attackers. So I was not in a good way. I needed Storm Spark to any sort of stabilize.
I guess I just would have root trapped the Lyra.
Yeah.
And then you could have got a piercing down, as well as the Storm Spark, and would have been fun.
Guess I could have bounced, the Herald or the Infernus at that point.
Or just the other 2 attackers.
Which would have probably been right. Oh well. But it worked out, sadly. And that's not a good thing to say, but it was definitely a misplay. And then I just lose because Gloom Hollow is a thing.
Gloom Hollow!
And you take the Swift game one.
Yeah. I attack with it.
Now, after I pick up that field, Gloom Hollow. Knocking me out.
Just to make sure.
Let me just go ahead and say shout outs to Ultra Pro again for the sponsorship. You guys are pretty awesome. Amazing. You'll be seeing their products and everything as we continue to make videos throughout the channel and on to the championship.
Using their sleeves and deck boxes and mats.
Hopefully t-shirts.
Oh, hopefully t-shirts.
I'd like a medium-sized t-shirt to wear to the championship.
A small-sized
t-shirt. Smalls and mediums.
Yeah, please.
Not those blankets you sent us before. Not that we don't appreciate them.
Not that we don't appreciate blankets.
No,
we're cold at night.
Yes.
Kaijudo players.
Just stitched mine together.
Yeah. We don't have enough money for sheets.
No. I mean, hey, hotels are expensive, man. We're lucky.
We sleep on the street in Seattle.
We're sleeping in one bed. There's like 3 of us. Oh, it's a rough life. But it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Just testing all the things.
Look at me, like, I love the sleeves so much just because they're, like, Infernus. Yeah. But you just see me, like, mash them into each other. Yeah. Like, they're impossible to riffle.
They really are. It's annoying.
You'll see Gorby try to, in the video coming up tomorrow, guys, you'll see Gorby try to fan his out on his mat, and they all just kind of, like, he's got a stack of 5, and he goes to fan them, and they all just stay in one pile, and just slide across the mat.
And we're just like, these are really good for the first 3 games you play with them.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're nice. They're solid. I mean, for picture sleeves, they're
excellent.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like I have the same play I had last time.
Surprise. I think I do the same thing.
Yeah. Multi-sieves always go down first. You just can't afford to get mana screwed.
I think I put a Strider down, actually. Because there's a power sign.
Yeah, it looks like 4,000. Yeah. Looks like Strider. Yeah. That's a Strider. And the camera attempts to get fixed again.
Yeah. I have a Lux.
2. Good.
Yay.
Good. But yeah, like what I was saying with the progressions, like you got to put those multi-sieves down first. Like getting mana screwed is just, it's too often a thing now for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I find myself, if you don't put them down early, you wind up having them in hand, and you need to make decisions that you wouldn't make normally, that put you a turn behind if you have to throw the multi-sieve down. So
it may seem weird that I played that, but I had the piercing in hand, so I was like waiting for you to play another thing.
Right.
And I was like, if he drops Herald next turn, or Cryon, or whatever it was, I was just going to bounce that and kill the Lux.
Right. I was going to 4 mana, though. So, I mean, I could have very well just dropped... Yeah, I could have dropped Herald. Laws, and then...
or you could have dropped Laws, and then I would have been like, I'm fine.
Just kill it.
Yeah. And so I just play Laws, because I'm like...
Why not?
You know, I could just bounce a Lux right now. And then Lyra comes down, and I'm kind of upset.
Right, but I believe you have a Lyra of your own.
Mm-hmm. I drew into it.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Nice.
I can't remember what I was setting up here. I know I'm in a really good position.
You are.
Because I'm about to, like, drop the hammer. I think I've got... No, I've got Unchained.
Yeah,
I think that's what I'm about to drop right now. So, a little bit of dragon-y stuff going on.
Yeah. Tap 6.
Because the Lux.
Yeah, 6.
I wound up tapping 6 last turn for Lyra, too. And just like,
and then it's just like, oh, hey.
Didn't need to, really.
I kind of get to lose now.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you've got Lyra.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
I
nice.
have a Lux out.
And I think you do wind up clearing the majority of my field this turn.
Yeah.
Because you have a removal for my Lux.
Yeah, that's Lyra down.
No, it's not.
No, it's not anymore.
That was the turn before. Let's see here.
There's that piercing I held forever. Yeah.
And it pays off, I think. You turn that and tap fan chain and then just get rid of it.
Yeah. And then I sacrifice the Lux to do it, yeah.
Yep. Which is smart, because I'd effectively cleared my entire board.
Yeah, and I was like, you can bump Lyra,
your...
it's fine.
Yeah, like, you don't have anything to lose. You're at 7 mana now, I believe.
And I had a Laws. I was like, okay. But, yeah, because I put Immolator down.
Yeah, because Laws here, you're going to see, just does not do much against aggro. Especially creature-based aggro like the one I'm running here with Finbars or Salgos.
Yeah,
and all
which
the
I
dragons.
didn't know it was even that heavy, too. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, Laws just kind of sits there and does nothing. It's a great finisher, but early game it does nothing.
And you're like, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Because you should have just killed the Laws. But it doesn't matter in the long run, because I think you put in work right now.
Yeah, I don't know what my hand's looking like at this point.
It could go either way, and then you do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn 8 Andromeda. That's right, because I decide not to destroy my Lux when I bump with Lyra. And I think about it, but then I top into the Andromeda, so it all works out. So it's like weird misplays that weren't really misplays in the end.
I think I drew a Terror Pit or something.
Yeah. I could have just waited
and
a
like
turn,
didn't have cards like enough to play mana. So it was
yeah, you are top decking at this point, which is ideal for me.
Yeah. And then you don't do the thing that I wanted you to do, which is kill it with the Lux.
No.
Because then I had to Terror Pit, and so this is when Christian says that I made a misplay. Because I put the Terror Pit down and play the... I put the pit down to summon the Spellbane.
Right.
Because I want to be able to hit back creatures.
Right.
And protect the walls.
Anything. And it makes sense. I mean, it's bad at this point. Because now, I'm pretty sure I have Root Trap in my hand. And I think about it for a while. I'm like, I could just Root Trap it.
Yeah, and then
and get the shield, and you draw the card, but I get the shield draw as well. And just, I get rid of it completely.
You just have so many shields. I was just trying to hit back the Lyra.
Right. But then I wound up dropping this Rusaka here, just like...
And it's like the perfect thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to set up board. I'm just trying to work on board positioning here.
And then it turns out that I got a Terror Pit in the shields, and Christian was like, you should have made that play. And I was like, I didn't know my shields.
Right, theory. Come on.
I'm sorry.
It's tough to bank on risky stuff like
that. I was like, I should have, yes.
I think you were just in a bad way in general. The Andromeda plus Lux put a damper on your what you had going on there.
Yeah. And then I get good blasts.
Yeah. Yeah, 3, actually. Piercing to stop everything, and then Strike Spark to just put down the Rusaka.
And the pit.
So you can kill it.
Yeah. That was an incredible shield blast roster. And then I, can't.
But then you're at 7 mana.
Do anything. Yeah, I'm only at 7
you
mana.
Have 2
and I have the Andromeda, and I just can't play it.
And after 3 blasts, you have no hand from the shield break, so it's...
Yeah, and I drew into Andromeda.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. Well, damn.
You end up putting it down. No, it's not.
No, I hold it.
I'm pretty sure you play mana here. You're thinking about it.
Yeah. But I only go up to 8.
Well, you're at 7 right now.
Now I'm at 8. I put a...
It was bottle.
Yeah.
That's what you drew.
Yeah. And so I just play the Spellbane again, because I'm like, I can attack the Lyra.
You're right. I'll double break, but at least she'll get me on the crackback. But I also have Andrew on hand, and I'm going to 9 mana.
Yeah, and I was just going to be like, I'll drop an Andromeda next turn.
Right.
Yeah. You got reading Spellbane.
I have to read it for a second, because I've still got that Root Trap, so... Still trying to think of how I want to deal with it. I believe, just drop the Andro and wait.
Yeah.
Oh no, I kill your
Loss.
Because you're going to attack with Spellbane, and then I can just kill it, and I can drop Infernus next turn. Gotcha. I guess I dropped the Root Trap at some point or another. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no idea, guys. I apologize.
You did talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's Infernus. Ruins mix.
And then
kill your Spellbane. You have no hand.
That's it.
And unless that's a pit. Oh, I do have the Root Trap in hand. Look at that. I do have an extra card. I do know what I'm talking about. I'm there, guys. I promise. Mana Pod, baby.
Yeah.
Woo.
I was like, I can expect more Shield Blasts.
No.
No. Yeah.
You do have a lot of blasts in there, though. I mean, it's just slimmed down greed, for real. It's just greed without the nature section. So no Root Traps, but it works. It's still just as scary. I mean, you saw those first 3 blasts. Had I not been in a better position, you probably would have come back.
Yeah. Well, if I'd drawn other things.
Yeah. Had more of a hand.
Welcome to card games.
Yeah, this is what we talked about after the tournament too. Like that deck just has no hand power, especially against aggro, because it relies on that laws to keep a hand. Laws or Nyx.
Oh, Nyx, yeah.
And if either are dealt with, you fizzle out by turn 6 or 7.
Well, if both are dealt with,
right?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If one or the other is dealt with, it's fine, because you're like
you still got the other.
You've got either Nyx or law. So.
But with laws being nearly ineffective against my deck, if I can just
you just dealt with the Nyx and that was it.
It's over. Yeah. So, realizing that now and seeing the crookedness of your mat.
Yeah.
I go into game 3 confident. Not really. I don't know. Game 1 scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Just like Herald, being able to deal with Herald, and you're going first. Like I don't have many turn 5 things to deal with that Herald.
I opened
kill something.
Awful this game too. I think I opened with a Spellbane again.
That looks like Pit.
Mm-hmm.
Pit or Bone Blades, one or the other.
Yeah.
I actually draw Finbar. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hands were weird with this. Force of Aggro is an interesting.
Yeah, what do you think about it after today?
I like it a lot. Just the hands, I can get very easily screwed over.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were games where I just open up like purely Nature Light or like just 2 civs.
Yeah, and you're like
kind of draw into my other civs, and it was just getting awkward.
Mm-hmm.
So it was interesting to play all day, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah,
and it worked out. Like bounce is beautiful for that deck.
Yeah,
because like I said, it's either greed, like it turns into those greed progressions like Lux, Nyx, Herald, Lyra, drop big dragons, or I can turn on the aggro with Swordhorn, Rusaka, Cryon, and then Lyra Finbar.
Yeah, and Lyra after Cryon is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So. I'm like, okay, you have Nyx, I'm gonna kill it.
I'm gonna deal with the Nyx.
Yeah.
And this is where I guess that early decision came, because I started Finbar double Nyx, and initially my thought was I'll just hold off on the Waterman for now, and figure out what I want to do on turn 3. But I wound up just dropping the Finbar.
Yeah,
which could have been a bad decision, but
it was a great decision.
Which it worked out beautifully here now, which we'll see, because I believe I just resummoned the Nyx.
You just summon a Nyx, yeah, and I'm like, ugh.
Forcing removal out of your hand, which means no dragons. So if I can make you waste your turn on removal versus dropping a dragon, then
and I just drop laws because this is the only thing I can do.
Yeah, and then I have turn 5 Lyra.
Yeah.
Draw, and this is where things just start.
And I lose now.
You almost pick up the laws and you're like, oh fuck it, it's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting ahead of yourself. Yeah.
I have Spellbane in hand, and I'm like, okay,
this could work out.
This could be okay, and then
if I don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, and then things happen.
And then Finbar happens.
Yeah, and I lose.
Yeah.
Because you draw.
I'm drawing off that.
You just go in because it doesn't matter.
I mean, I feel like I could hit a blast there, and the worst that happens is you deal with Lyra. I'm pretty sure I have another Finbar in hand at this point, as well as the Root Trap.
You do.
So
yeah.
I've got any sort of removal to deal with whatever you drop.
I'm just dropping both of those because I can.
Yeah, drop as much as you can.
That's all I can do.
And I think I make a misplay here as well. I think I decided to do Rusaka and Swordhorn. Yeah. And I should have just Piercinged.
Yeah.
And Swordhorn. But I wanted the Rusaka for the creature. Like, leaving that Nyx on board, I realized afterwards was just like, oh crap, he could drop like multiple dragons.
Yeah.
But again, it just kind of works out. I made way too many misplays this game.
It was fine.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. I don't like to justify that though. Like, this is why I like going back and narrating these, because you realize your past mistakes. If you guys ever do get a chance to record your video duels, I highly suggest going back and either doing what we're doing here, narrating them, or just watching them over, because you realize like, oh, I should have done that.
Yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah.
And I was like, as long as you don't have anything to deal with this Andromeda right now, I can stabilize.
Yeah.
And like, you'd already played one Finbar and one Rusaka, and I'm like, could happen.
Things could go well.
Yeah.
See, that's the only thing.
But you had so many cards in hand that I was like, this is the only play I can make.
And I hate having to bounce Andromeda. Like, I really do. Like, having to bounce it, especially multiple times, like, it's just a pain.
You do.
But
in this game, I believe.
Which is why I realized there that Nyx I should not have left on board, because you got to Andro, and that kind of just set me back a couple turns.
Yeah.
But like you said,
because then blast could have happened.
Yeah, such a large hand that it hopefully shouldn't matter too much. I believe I just Finbar it back.
Yeah, you do. And you have the other Finbar, and I was like, well,
this is bad.
This is you drawing 2 cards for every Shield Blast. And that was nice.
Yeah, Star kind of.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I can't do anything but drop the Andromeda again.
Yeah. And I just... Like, I think I have more bounce at this point to bounce Andromeda.
You drew so many cards.
Yeah, I think I've got the Piercing at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I think I Piercing it back when you drop it again. Yeah. And then, for the last
time. I drop it with the Lux.
Yeah. But... And then the last time, I believe... Oh, you bounced that.
Yeah. Just to remove one of the attackers.
Right.
Because I was like, with one blast, I can still live.
Yeah. I'm trying to save off using that root trap until I need to.
And I believe you piercing it.
Yeah, I think I Piercing it this turn and drop a level 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think. If I recall this right. We'll see. But yeah, you're just not in a good position.
Mm-mm. Finbar is bad for my deck.
Yeah. Bounce in general, I think, is the reason why Grease...
Or what I ran, at least.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Bounce tap. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Finally Piercing. And then drop a Walls just to have a...
Just to draw off the Shield Blast.
Yeah, creature. Well, I'm drawing so much at this point. Basically, like, the way I do it, I don't know. I just draw until I have the cards that I need in my hand so that I have, like, 1 or 2 answers.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, like, I think I draw and I get Neuron, or I get a Finbar and... Infernus off that draw, so I just stopped drawing because I'm like, I don't need to.
And this is me with tears.
Yeah, because now you have all the hand.
Yeah, I'm like, I could summon 2 Andromedas.
Yeah. And I think you do, and you have a Final Blast, but Laws I think locks it down. So.
Yeah, I'm like, this is it.
This is my last.
Everything
farewell.
I can do.
Final farewell.
Yeah. The 3rd time.
Yeah,
you play 3 Andromedas and lose.
I don't even know if that's the 3rd. You sure it's the 3rd? I think it's the 4th.
I believe it's the 3rd.
Is it the 3rd? Okay. Gotta go back and watch it again. It's happened so much.
Mm-hmm. And then you're like, there's the root trap.
Yeah, I'll just get rid of it now. I'm going in for game at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If he's got
because
another
why not?
I've got more than enough creatures to just swing with it.
And I get 2 blasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lux hard barely made it.
Mm-hmm.
I draw 2 from the Finbar with the attack for Lyra. As you bottle.
I'm like, I guess I'll hope for an Andromeda, except they're 2 in mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Laws, and Laws swings for game.
There's the hand.
That's the game.
Yep.
So, hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
I know we did. I've got a match. Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever narrated.
Yeah. Good. We'll have to do this more when
you're
back. Maybe it's a championship.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Again. Yeah. Maybe get some live narrations. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Something cool up.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But yeah, stay tuned tomorrow for the finals match between myself and Gorby. Gorby is running his Water Dark Light, kind of mid-rangey tempo control-ish deck. It's pretty neat. I think you guys will enjoy that. Mm-hmm. And that's the finals coming up tomorrow. So stay tuned. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Check out the social links below. Mm-hmm. Facebook, the Twitter, all that fun stuff. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time.
Peach.
Shout outs to Ultra Pro.